Hey, I'm Adam with Adam's Welding. Today, we're going to be welding some T-joints, some lap joints, and some corner lap joints with some 6013 1/8 rods on this Lincoln Ranger 225 welder. Stay tuned. So last time when we were welding with this welder, we were welding with 3/32 rods, which I run at about 90 amps. You can tell that's why I have it at, because I got it at the first setting, which maxes out at 90. I've got it set to 10. Now, for 1/8 rods, I prefer to run those between 120 and 135. So I'm going to set that to, so I'm putting in the 145 setting. And put that around 6.5 to 7 for a starting amperage. We can fine tune it from there. Now this here is the plate I got tacked up, and as you can see I got a T-joint on this side that's a fillet joint, T-joint fillet on the back side that's a fillet joint. I've got 2 corner welds there and there. I've got 1 fillet joint going along this side and one on the bottom side too that we can flip it over and weld. I got tacked to this stand so it gets better grounding, but I can cut those tacks off later. This is a common structured weld plate that you do in most schools, and most shops will have you do a practice on something like this or similar to this. Every place I've had to work at has done a test like this. Now on this plate, what we're going to do is we're going to do start out with doing single pass fillet joints, and then we'll go up to a 3-pass fillet joint also. So let's get started. Now with this 6013 rod, we're going to start it for the fillet joint, we're going to do it about a 45 down in there and back about 20 degrees. And what we're going to do is we're going to strike at the corner and just run it straight along there. So we're going to get started on that right now. I'm going to get the shade in front of the camera, get the water fired up. I'll be right back. So now that I ran that weld, let's see how it looks. It doesn't look all that bad. Let me clean it up with the wire wheel on a grinder. It doesn't look bad at all. So I'm going to get the water fired back up, and I'm going to finish out this weld joint and show you all a tie-in on a fillet. Let's see how this looks. Tie in there was not the best. It came out a little bit lumpy, but that's why you do these plates tests, so you can get practice. Get the grinder and clean it up some. Looks good overall. Let me get some more rods, and we'll come back. Now, on that first, before I did the first bead, I showed y'all how I did my drag and my rod angle. The rod angle I keep in there at about a 45 on the first bead, and I keep it back at about a 20-degree angle. Now, for my second pass on a multi-pass T-joint, I'm going to angle it at about a 70-degree rod angle, and we'll keep it at that same 20-degree drag angle. Let me get the welder fired up and the shade back in front, and I'll show you how I run that. So, that's our second bead on a 3-pass fillet. Gonna chip the slag now. As you can see there, the laying there nice and flat. I'm going to clean it with the grinder. That's a nice looking 6013 bead right there. Gonna let it cool a bit because the plate's getting kind of hot. So we'll come back after it's cooled some. So here I'm about to run my third pass. Gonna get the water fired up and the shade back, and I'll show y'all. This one, we went 70 degrees rod angle on the second pass. Third pass, we're gonna do about a 30-degree rod angle, which would be about like that with a 20-degree drag. So let's see what it looks like. Now, the first half of the bead, I kept the correct travel speed, and the second half, I sped up a little to show you what happens if you move too fast with a 6013. The first half, consistent to about there, and then there I actually started speeding up, and you can see how the consistency changed, and it started getting lack of fusion at the top and bottom ends of the weld as it went across. And I slowed back down and it regained fusion. This is what the finished weld looks like. Good to about there. And it starts getting a little squirrely as I sped up. And when I slowed back down, it evened back out some. Okay, so I wasn't quite happy with the way that last weld turned out. So I'm going to do it again on this side. And that's why we have two sides, so we get more practices out of the same piece. So I'm going to weld out this side. I'll show y'all each pass like I did before. So let's get started. So that was the first pass. Now I'm going to chip the slag. We can all see what that turned out like. That doesn't look bad at all. Clean it up with the wire wheel. It doesn't look that bad at all. Now I know y'all are saying that doesn't look like that good of a weld, but compared to the first one in person, it actually looks a lot better. I know the video doesn't show it that good, but it's actually a lot flatter and a lot truer into the corner, and the toes are a lot more even than the first weld was. So now I'm going to run a couple more passes. I'll do my second pass across the bottom edge at 70 degrees, and I'll come back. So I'll come back, show you welding it, and show you what it looks like after the fact. Now I'm about to chip the slag off of the weld. Hit it with a wire wheel. And that looks a lot better than the other weld I did on the other side. And now I'm fixing to weld the third pass on top of it. And I'll show you all that right now. So now let's chip the slag. And we're going to hit it with the wire wheel. And you can see that's a lot better and a lot flatter of a weld. I'm going to take the camera off its tripod now and show y'all from the side. That's a lot more even of a fillet weld. And the toes are a lot more even. They're laid in there a lot flatter. Now this has been welding T-joints multi-path with 6013 and the Lincoln Ranger 225. If you like this video and would like to see more videos like this, please like, comment, and subscribe, and click that little bell icon to be notified of future videos. Until next time, keep on welding, folks.